Good morning and welcome back to the Angry Poolman channel, where we learn how to treat our pool and our pool man. Monday morning, and now for 2025, Spool XL is our first pool of the week. So it is filter clean time. When I took over this pool last month, I saw here that nice gentleman who had last worked on it did the filter clean. Last documented filter clean of this pool was in April of 2024. So here we are in January of 2025. It's filter clean time. So here's our filter. Now it doesn't look too bad. You might say, oh wow, that's pretty good. But these are supposed to all be the same color as this white here. And so these, yeah, they need a good soaking. So I'm gonna go out and take these to the street where that's the most sanitary area. I think there's no other. If you have a place near the equipment, super near the equipment, that has a drain, then try to do the filter clean right there. Be as clean as possible. Don't inconvenience anybody. It's also, here's word to the wise. When you get to a pool early in the morning and want to do a filter clean and you want that water pressure from the residents, right, to help you clean these filters, people might be taking showers, and so you're gonna have some kind of poor water pressure. Just take that into consideration. That's the reason that I keep a it's a crappy Ryobi water pressure washer. You know, it sounds like a vacuum. You plug it in and it's just all electric. You know, it's quite safe actually. So I keep that on board if and only if I need to use it. So let's hope that that's not the case. Okay, filter clean done. So let's check. Yeah, that's a little bit more like it, right? So that is the pool's second filter clean in history. So it's looking really good. Took them out to the street. Super long hose. Homeowners, provide a hose for your pool guy. You should just have one. I mean, even if you don't wash your own cars, you still need a hose, especially if you have a pool. So yeah, this is good. We're gonna button it all back up. Okay, I feel good about this. So I love getting to pools right at 9, which today I'm a little late, and but that's fine. I did a filter clean here, and so getting out of here at 9 is no problem. So what I've done is, I did this last week, did a 5-minute spa schedule first thing in the morning. So when this pool wakes up, it's a visual indicator to anybody in the home, the homeowner, whoever, hey, the pool is awake. And if it doesn't happen for maybe a couple of days, they might say, hey, haven't seen the pool run in a couple of days. Communication is key. Like I said, this is looking good and we can move on. All right, Monday, and that means big fatty time. So we're kind of in the middle of the day, and you know, you guys don't need to see the hot tub. Ebony and Ivory's doing really well. But this pool, not a problem pool. This pool is a joy. For as big as it is, look how clean it stays. Now, I have been here and I have done my job, but the point is that I didn't really do much, in the sense that it wasn't hard. I go through all of the processes every week, not going through the motions, but I brush every horizontal surface, every square inch of the tile. So if you do everything every week and then you monitor the things you need to pay attention to, this is the kind of results that you're going to achieve. Now, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. Well, maybe I am. But the point is, it's not so devastating or intimidating to do your own pool. You just have to make sure that you run the pump. Well, you got to keep water in it. You got to have our cleaner, and then you got to make sure that you do a filter clean once every 3 months. Yes, 3 months. Oh, my pool guy said once every 6 months. I don't really know why they do that. Why would you want to be iffy on whether your pool is going to go green or not? I am out in front of it. I'm proactive, never reactive. Let's move on. Okay, welcome to Wednesday and another red flag warning. Yeah, a lot of fires going on in the Pacific Palisades area, north of LA. Bad fire. Been around for a little while, seen a few fires, and that's as bad as I've ever seen. Let's be with those people. Let's be with those people in their time of need. If you donate to the Red Cross, that might be a good idea. Obsession pool is looking really good. It was really thrashed today. I actually earned my money today, and but we've rectified the situation. The pool is really looking good. It's due for a filter clean, but I'm not going to do a filter clean on a day like today. It's going to be really windy, up to 75 miles an hour. So let's hope that we don't have any fire issues. But yeah, Obsession pool is looking good. Let's move on to Lindup Field. Okay, play the Price is Right sound here. Yeah, pool not looking super good. Pool deck looking, you know, like there's been no gardeners here. This is all acts of God. So the winds have been here. Right now, of course, it's 7:15, so the winds have not temperature and pressure meteorology 101. So either way, it's about to happen. And like I said, high wind warning, elevated fire danger. Over here, that's where you call the Del Dios, right here. And off to that area there, that's, like I've said before, lovely Poway, California. And that road off in the distance beyond the lake is the Del Dios Highway. So this is the region in which we live, and it is a super high fire danger. Like I've said before, the community in which I live, there's no wood fireplaces. All of them are gas, and some houses don't even have them. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work. I brought the Tulsa 90 back, and it didn't work as a luck charm, but it will help me out. Actually, there's nothing on the floor of the pool, so that means that this stuff has been on the surface of the pool for a very short time. It hasn't soaked up the water to fall down to the bottom. So, and then look at the canister. Very little in the canister. So this is all recent stuff. I'm gonna get to work. Okay, I feel really good about this. The pool was thrashed when I got here, so cleaned it up in about 10 minutes. Comment below if you want me to put the head cam back on again. Actually, kind of, even myself enjoy watching the POV of the cleaning of the pool. It's very soothing, like the brushes. So one thing that I was going to film here is that this is a single speed pump, 3450 all the time. So the valve has been, he actually breached since I've been here. He breached right over here and sucked a gulp of air and cleaned the tile for me a little bit too. Thank you, Zodiac MX6. But yeah, I don't want him to be breaching. I love the fact that he, you know, gets the walls and all that other stuff. But if he, this is equipment on the same grade, and there's no check valves here. So if there's a big suck of air, there's a good chance where it could just sit here and run and run and run and run, burning the pump out. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to dial him back and move on to the Dragon. Okay, 7:55 here at the Dragon. And what the hell happened there? The pool is spotless. And usually kind of the thing that happens over here is roly-polies over here on the Baja Shelf. There's nothing over there, but yet there's this bleh. It looks like dust. I'm gonna vacuum it up here. I actually never vacuumed this pool, but I will today. Okay, Dragon looks pretty good here. A lot of dust, a lot of really fine dust, a lot of insects and things that are attracted to the light at night. So, word to the wise, if you have a program that does your pool lights at night, realize the implications. You could be attracting insects, so no problem. I can't believe, usually the Baja Shelf is filled with roly-polies. I picked up like 4. So anyway, feel the temperature and pressure, right? Check the trees. They're starting to blow. Yeah. Even when I was cleaning the pool, there was a couple of really heavy gusts. The storm is coming. Okay, Thursday morning, and we're back at the demoralizer. We were here on Monday to diagnose an issue that we got a call from the homeowner from. Homeowner said that the pump was dead. This was not going into, there were children involved, and that's what required a visit out here. Now, what I did is I came out here. This is a Jandy E pump, right? Multi-speed variable speed pump, and I took off this cover here, and on the other side of the cover are all the dip switches, and then actually the power is in there too. So a couple things. I don't think the children took that cover off. Not really sure what happened. I checked the impeller, right? Checked the pump and the impeller. There's no toy in there or whatever. Came over here, obviously checked out all my breakers, reset the ones that were germane. I took this cover off and inspected all of the relays that are here behind in the control panel. So I was kind of baffled. I didn't know. I took my multimeter out here, and there was power to the pump, right? And then there was, of course, there was power to the relay. Everything was, there doesn't look like anything new here. Like a new breaker or anything. These Siemens breakers are very specific. You have to use this one model. So I recommended that the homeowner call the builder, and they sent a guy out like the next day, which terra firma, they build good pools and they stand behind them. If you're looking to build a pool in San Diego County, consider terra firma. They actually do the backyard and everything. Now, they didn't do the backyard per se, what's going on right now. There's another contractor that's been coming out here and doing that. But everything else that you see out here, I would say most of it, certainly the pool and the deck, were all terra firma. Some of my other customers that are here in this neighborhood, in this cul-de-sac, everybody has used terra firma. And the reason for that is that they did both the pool, the deck, and the landscaping. So that's super awesome, and not everybody does that. So the pump is running again, and I have a call into terra firma because I want to know what they did. Everything, even for someone who's done it as long as I have, is a teachable moment. Okay, one of the things that really bothers me is when I cannot figure out what was going on. That doesn't often happen too much anymore, but when it does, it usually is a Jandy situation, just because I'm pretty well adversed with Pentair, but pretty well adversed with Hayward. But as far as installations go, I've really never done a Jandy installation, but I have a lot of Jandy pools from terra firma, and some other pool companies, but mostly terra firma. And yeah, check out the way that they work. You know, these are of course swim jets, so those are 3-inch, and those are big hitters to make those powerful swim jets. Here's our laminar jet, where the stuff comes out, the streams of water comes out of the pool deck, which I'm not too crazy about those things, but people seem to like them. And then here's our main pool pump, our main circulation, which is hooked up to our filter, which we'll go send out to our solar, right? Going down to the solar and then coming back from the solar. And then here's our gas heater, which is used to heat our spa. And then our salt cell, which, oh my, that salt cell needs a cleaning. So I'll be doing that today. You dip those things in muriatic acid and get all the schmutz off them, the calcium and salt buildup. But I feel good about this. But like I said, it really bothers me when I can't figure out why this pump wasn't working the other day. The builder came and fixed it. I want to know what happened. Okay, here at Gary's pool, and if you remember last week, Gary got an upgrade to a blue from a white Pentair Rebel. Now, there's been a lot of trash talking on this channel about the Pentair Rebel as of late. But I'll tell you what, this one was, actually that's what was in this pool before. The homeowner replaced it with the white Rebel. I don't even know what that one's called. Comment below if you know what the white one is. But just got to the pool. All I had to do there is skim. There was literally nothing on the floor of the pool. The Pentair Rebel, despite a lot of bad press, is doing wonderful here at this pool. So I think I have an army of unused Pentair Rebels in my storage unit. Let me know if you want one. We're looking good here, and we can move on. Okay, it is January 10th, 2025, and things up in LA and Pacific Palisades and Altadena are not looking good. I'm not a religious person, but I'm going to say some prayers for those people. We're outside the leaf canister right now, and I was over at Home Depot just minutes ago, and trying to buy a generator. Kind of a reactive, knee-jerk reaction. I don't like doing things like that, but we don't have anything. We've packed our go bags just because we live in a fire-sensitive area as well, and just because they're having fires up in LA doesn't mean we can't have fires down here in San Diego. Make sure if you got a house out in the country, you have your defensible space, and I mean, it's a little late for it now, but the point is that God be with those people. Let's get to work back here at the leaf canister. Okay, just as I suspected, gardener's might have even caught in here yesterday, which is just fine by me. The pool is thrashed, although the bottom's good. But yeah, everything's just been blown in. Which, you know, it's even up here on the raised spot. So that makes perfect sense. But, yeah, okay. We're gonna get to work here. Okay, we moved on from the leaf canister and with the onyx pool, and we have a recurring theme here at the onyx pool. We have the birds that are hanging out right here again on our child fence. This child fence was gone for the better part of the summer because of the construction, the nightmare experience that these poor people had to endure. But now the child fence is back and the birds have a place to sit again. And people, you know, the inflatable things, they they get beat up sitting out here in chlorinated water in full sun all day long. So yeah, go ahead and spend that another $20 for that 2-pack, the Flamingo and the Swan, and put one in each body of water, and that will help. That will not preclude the birds. Obviously, these guys are, you know, Toucan Sam and his buddies are just hanging out here all day, crapping all over my pool deck. So it's no good. I do not like that. So, and another thing, this is the channel of how to treat your pool and your pool man. Moreover, your pool, you can do it yourself. There's nothing that I do that you can't do yourself. That being said, we're experiencing this high wind warning, another high wind warning, in effect all weekend long. Today is Friday. And, you know, it's everywhere is dust. You didn't see it at the leaf canister. There was so much dust. We're up here on the hill here at the Onyx pool. I can't get rid of the dust, okay? I can't get rid of it. I will pick up every solid thing, but I can't get rid of the dust. We do the old pool man's trick where we stick the tile soap out there, and the ethylene glycol causes all the real light stuff to go to the side where I can get it. But even the cheesecloth net, it'll go through the cheesecloth net. So this tiny fine this tiny fine stuff, you can't pick it up, and it's just end up, it will fall to the bottom as dust, and then the cleaner will pick it up, and then it goes to R2D2, and then I have to clean it out every 3 to 4 months. So yeah, if your filter cleans are only happening like once every 6 to 8 months, that's no good. Let's move on. Okay, we're down here at the equipment, which is below grade at Fancy Pants. So this is the one account that I have with my Intellichem, right? The way you tell the Intellichem is obviously our control panel here. We're testing chlorine and pH with these two sensors, right? There's water in here. This is a sample from the water, or from the pool, and it is taken from well, this is our return here. So yeah, it's just on our home run back to the pool. So, but you might notice there's a lot going on here. There's a couple of pre-chemical loops here, and then there's something coming up from the solar is coming up from the roof. But the reason I'm filming here today is that with this honey pot here, this is acid, this is chlorine. Now, I have the acid honey pot completely unhooked because I don't need the thing to over acid the pool. Nobody's even using it to raise the pH. So I have unhooked the acid honey pot, but I usually want to chlorinate, you know, and so I use the chlorinating honey pot. That being said, this is a really, really expensive pool for me to operate. Basically 1 whole gallon, no matter what, year in, year out, right? Summer, winter, it's never has any chlorine in the pool, and that's even when that is full. So what I did was an experiment, and I don't need to experiment. I'm not a method actor, so I don't need to experiment with real chlorine, but I put water in there up to the limit last week, and it is now half full. Okay, so I do know that it's working. I'm using tabs to sanitize right now, so, and the homeowner is super fine with that. They pay a price that is commensurate with that much chemicals. But if I'm going to give them a gallon a week, I'm losing money. For a case a month, I'm losing money on this account. So we don't want to do that. But yeah, Pentair Intellichem, a little more involved here. It's hooked up to a Pentair Easy Touch. Everything is Pentair here. Wonderful pool. But yeah, I just wanted to show you kind of the ins and outs of the Intellichem in case you're thinking about adding one. I would not, unless you own a condo complex or an apartment complex or some sort of other, you know, it's an industrial application. It's not really needed for residential, but we have it here, and we're gonna make it work. Okay guys, last pool of the week. This is our second infinity pool on Friday. So I don't like making cautionary tales, especially out of myself. I've done that enough in life. But here, if you're building a pool, don't put in a white deck. It looks horrible. Yeah, I think I'm going to start offering these people another service, like, you know, cleaning this, because this is just totally, this looks horrible. Anyway, make good decisions. But guys, if you got anything out of this, give me a like. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and comment if you got something to say. I'm the original swimming pool fiduciary working for you guys out here in the field. I'm the Angry Pool Man. Guys, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you on the next video.